best way to validate whether or not SEO or a specific marketing strategy will work for a prospective client?
I think
in your opinion.
I think the first thing you really need to know is you need to understand the business. Like, what is it that you're actually trying to do? What product or service are you actually selling? Who is the target market? Have a look at competitors. You really need to understand what they're trying to do. And then I guess also, what are they measuring as success? You know, like some businesses look at revenue, some businesses look at profitability, some look at total client numbers. Like, you probably need to understand those pieces together to then, because if you really understand the business, then it'll become pretty apparent in terms of where the opportunity is for both you and the client. Having said that, I think organic will always play a role for clients, irrespective of industry. That's probably my experience. And then the other ones outside of that will probably come down to what are you trying to do? Where, you know, what's the need of the business? Is it, I need to sell more stuff, or do I need to get more efficient? You know, or do I need to sell, you know, into different sorts of clients? Or what's the, and everyone's different depending on the requirements of what you're after and what they're trying to do. And you know, it's, you know, whether, like, I'll give you an example. Like, we had one client that was a plumber, right? So plumbers are very competitive from a digital perspective, because pretty much you just have a truck. And then, well, and also hopefully a plumbing license, but at the very least a truck. And, you know, obviously you're servicing a local area. So, you know, in their case, their focus was, well, we don't really want the smaller clients. Like, I don't really want to go and fix someone's tap. I actually want to deal with the commercial clients, right?
Yeah.
So because obviously that means less back and forth, less lead gen, larger clients, long-term business. That's probably more strategic. That's the area that we want to focus on. So, you know, we came up with various strategies to kind of help drive that result. And, you know, organic was a key one for them. So commercial plumber, Melbourne, for example, again, it's very location-based. It's quite a lot of search volume for that keyword, and it's a pretty competitive word. And they've been able to win that. And that's been really helpful in terms of driving revenue back to the business, getting, you know, large clients on board. Because if I don't know who a commercial plumber is, the first place I'm going is Google.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, what's the one thing that you've learned about SEO that has surprised you the most?
Well, to be honest, when I first started getting involved with it, I was just a total skeptic. I thought it was all bullshit, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, it was like,
fair enough.
I just thought it was, you know, people selling dreams, because it's like, all right, I can get you the first page Google and 3 months, and after 3 months, just start getting results, but I can't promise you anything. Which, you know, still sounds like a dream, to be honest, for a lot of people. Sounds like
bullcrap.
Yeah, and, you know, and like a lot of people, you know, you're asking them to trust you, just like, oh yeah, it's going to work, you know. And, you know, it's a difficult thing to actually grasp. But then probably what we've seen over time is the real value that if you do it properly and you manage it correctly, the actual revenue and impact it has on the business. And for those clients that we have, that have taken that advice on and kind of are winning organically, you see what happens. They're buying new businesses, they're buying new locations, they're growing their workforce, they're doing the sort of things that you do when the business is going well. You know, you're not making those decisions when it's not. And I think, you know, we're really big on aligning results back to internal business performance, right? So whatever the numbers are. So we've got a very clear understanding of our clients in terms of what's going on. And I think, you know, organic, my biggest surprise was that it actually works. Like, if you can do it properly, it will be the biggest driver of the business.